Yeah, well, I think we love the bad guy. I certainly love to play that guy who could possibly be described as evil, and possibly be described as being harsh. But in this particular case, Captain Tom Neville is a guy who's entrusted with keeping order and the law in this new world for a reason. Because if anarchy occurs anymore, we're in a world with no power. If there's anarchy, we're in trouble. So there are bands of marauders trying to get whatever fresh water is left, whatever food is left, and we'll go back to a space and time where people are trading to be able to eat and to be able to survive. And Neville is a survivor, and he leads men, which makes him a little bit of a different character. I'm going to have a lot of fun with him. I think he has some psychopathic tendencies. I think he's come to, over the 15 years since the power went out, have to remember, and power is everything, no power. I think in those 15 years he's seen some time on the road, and he's seen some horrors, and he's taken part in some pretty nasty behavior. So I think this has affected his view of the world, and it makes him a master manipulator, because people in this new world have things to protect. They may be hiding guns they shouldn't have. They may have information about why the power went out and how to get it back. They shouldn't have that. So Neville is in search of reasons and for what happened, and he's also in charge of keeping the peace. He was an accountant, an insurance adjuster, really, is what he did, and which gives you a great idea of him being able to size a person up and see if they're telling the truth. Because everyone lies when they're in an accident and for what reason they got into it, because they want to get insured. They want their insurance to cover them. And he's a pro at being able to read personalities and people. So he'll look at you and he'll give you one chance to tell the truth. And if you don't, he's going to tell you a little story, and then he's going to say, look, the penalty for that is death. So what do you think? Going to tell me the truth now? So he tries to do it in a gentle and gracious way, but if you don't answer the questions properly and truthfully, he more than likely will take you away in chains or in a coffin. I believe right now he's a loyal Monroe follower. I've been joking with Eric that we'll change the M to an N, and so we'll go from the Monroe Republic to the Neville world, the world of Neville. But I think right now, no, he is a guy with standards. He works for Monroe and the Monroe Republic, and he is trying to figure out how to reconstruct this world. So I think in that is his truth. He'd like people to come back together. He'd like the world to be what it was, but he knows it never will be. So he has to do his job, and he is the perfect candidate for that. I wouldn't say it's a lot of green screen. On another show I did once upon a time, there was some green screen because I played Sidney, the man in the mirror. In this show, I think it's mostly electronic graphics that are put in, which makes it look more like a film and less TV-like. So I'm so happy to be with this team of creators, Eric Kripke and Jon Favreau and J.J. Abrams, who, in essence, create little movies every week. And I think that's what this is going to be. I think that's what will make this very, very different than normal television. It'll be more like, in a way, the cable shows that literally make small movies every week. And so this will be a real journey for our fans. I'm so glad to be here at Comic-Con, because these are the fans who are going to be watching this show. And it is a show chock full of action. And equally so, we're going to catch those dramatic fans who not only want action, but they want to have some drama and character. And these are the guys who do it, and they've done it well.